His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, His Excellency, the former President and the presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, presidential candidates of the minority parties for the 2024 general elections, the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, the African Union High Representative for Silencing the Gun, Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Jane Adukwe-Mensah, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu Dampare, officers of the security agencies here present, Excellencies and members of the Diplomatic Corps, ministers and former ministers of state, members of the Council of State, members of Parliament, eminent members of the National and Regional Peace Councils, the immediate past Chairman of the National Peace Council, Most Reverend Emmanuel Asante, our revered religious and traditional leaders, distinguished election observer missions present, leadership of the political party, guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the governing board of the National Peace Council, I welcome you all to this important ceremony. The signing of a peace pact between the presidential candidates vying for the high office of the President of the Republic of Ghana today is aimed at ensuring peace in our country before, during, and after the 2024 general elections. We are grateful to all stakeholders who have graciously accepted our invitation to witness this occasion. The introduction of the Presidential Peace Pact before elections in Ghana has become a model for the rest of the world. What we are therefore doing today is a testament to something that began several years ago. And we are grateful to all those who have made it possible for this occasion to happen. Ghana's credential as a stable democracy has been attested to locally and internationally. The country since 2019 has been ranked as the most peaceful country in West Africa except 2023, when Ghana became the second most peaceful country in the sub-region. Regardless of these successes, the country is still grappling with some democratic deficits, including unresolved conflicts, election-related violence, misinformation, disinformation, and fake news, among others. Despite these challenges confronting the country, Ghana has been resilient. Excellencies, after 8 general elections and successful transferring power from an incumbent political party to the opposition party since 1992, gives us hope as citizens of Ghana that no matter the challenges we face, we will see through. We have successfully used democratically tested out-of-court mechanisms such as preventive diplomacy, dialogues, consensus building, negotiation to address some of our major conflicts. And when we are unable to settle them through these approaches, we have used the course to ensure that the peace of Ghana is sustained beyond elections. Excellencies, since the inception of the Fourth Republic, Ghana has seen considerable improvement in her electoral journey. The Electoral Commission, the political parties, the police service, and the media all improved their methods of operation in terms of capacity and delivery. There have been significant reforms in the election calendar and the general conduct of elections which have enabled the organization of peaceful, transparent, and credible elections. It is indeed our collective duty as citizens of Ghana to ensure that our elections are conducted in a free, fair, and transparent environment. Excellencies, It is in furtherance of sustaining the peace of Ghana that the National Peace Council was established to facilitate and develop mechanisms for conflict prevention, management, resolution, and to build sustainable peace in the country. It must be said that since the passage of the National Peace Council Act in May 2011, the Peace Council has taken significant steps in ensuring peace in Ghana both during and after elections. After the 2020 general elections, the Peace Council organized a national dialogue with key stakeholders, including political parties, civil society organizations, the Electoral Commission, security services, Parliament, judiciary, academia, etc., to mobilize support for increased avenues for dialogue and consensus among stakeholders, to build transparency, accountability, credible and peaceful election in the country. These efforts, I'm happy to report, are yielding significant results. The National Peace Council contributed significantly to the processes leading to the passage of the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019, Act 999, ahead of the 2020 general elections. The Peace Council has provided a platform for dialogue among all the political parties. In July this year, all the major political parties, including the NPP and NDC, signed the Political Party Code of Conduct document, committing to denounce any politically motivated violence and to respect the Code of Conduct. To give the necessary effect to the Code of Conduct, the National Peace Council continued by establishing a monitoring committee to oversee the implementation of the Code of Conduct, to ensure that political parties and other relevant stakeholders adhere to the goals and objectives set out in that document. It is sad to note that even though all these activities are undertaken with the involvement of people in leadership roles in the political parties, it appears that majority of their grassroots are still unaware of the issues discussed and decisions made. Excellencies, the Peace Council can report that it has offered alternative dispute resolution training, ADR training, for all the political parties in the country, and has encouraged them to set up conflict management mechanisms within their political parties to address conflicts that are internally generated as one sure way of dealing with politically associated violence. We are glad to note that the major political parties are responding well to this initiative. Excellencies, we would like to report that ahead of this year's general elections, the Peace Council has reached out to over 200 constituencies in the country to encourage the use of consensus building, tolerance, dialogue, and negotiation to address political differences. Currently, with the kind support of UNDP, the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, and ECOWAS, our regional peace councils are holding dialogues with parliamentary candidates in 50 constituencies that we have identified as hotspots to commit to peace by signing similar peace pacts at the constituency level. Today, we are gathered here in furtherance of our country's peace and democracy to witness the signing of the 2024 Peace Pact. The presence of all the candidates seeking the highest office of the President of the Republic demonstrates a clear message about their commitment to the peace and stability of this country. I have always argued that Ghana is blessed to have leaders who will always choose the nation above their personal and party interests when it matters the most. Today's ceremony is a testament to the commitment of the presidential candidates to peaceful elections and a peaceful country. It is a commitment to the fact that when we are not satisfied with the outcome of any election results, we will not motivate our supporters to resort to violence, but will use the appropriate means to resolve our concerns. Resorting to violence is inimical and must be avoided at all costs. It is my hope that signing this pact will not be just another public show, but that all our aspiring presidential candidates will play their roles effectively, particularly after the declaration of the election outcomes on December 7, 2024. We would like to appeal to the political parties and the presidential candidates vying for the high office to refrain from doing anything that will prop their followers into violence. Hate speech and other rancorous utterances must be checked and avoided at all costs to ensure peace. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, after December 7th, the people of Ghana will be dealing with two positions in most families: those who won the elections and those who lost. Those who win must know that their victory is only for 4 years and therefore should be gracious in their victory. I would like to advise those who win that they should be measured in their celebrations. To those who will be unsuccessful in the elections, I appeal to you, do not grieve for long, for after 4 years you will have another opportunity to come back, this time in a stronger position. Once again, the National Peace Council is grateful to all partners and stakeholders, particularly the Institute of Democratic Governance, IDEC, the UN family in Ghana, the USAID, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, diplomatic community, who have contributed in diverse ways for the National Peace Council to come this far. On behalf of the National Peace Council Board, I would also like to extend our sincere gratitude to all parties and their presidential candidates for committing to this process. Let us all remember that achieving a peaceful Ghana is a collective responsibility, and we continue to count on all of you to achieve this. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you.